Kapil, the immediate headline reaction in the media to the Delhi High Court verdict today, or dismissing the plea against arrest by Mr. Kejriwal, was that this is a big setback. Now, you've heard both sides. You've seen the salient points of the judgment. You've heard from the Aam Aadmi Party as well. What do you think? Yes, they can go to the Supreme Court next. The investigation is still very much on. But in terms of everything that has been said in the Delhi High Court and how the Aam Aadmi Party is defended, what do you think? Is this a big setback?
And every defense lawyer shudders at the prospect of getting a finding on facts from the court, where he has moved at an interim stage. And this is what has happened in this particular case, because even before the charges have been leveled, the charge sheet has been filed, there's already a finding against Mr. Kejriwal, and very serious at that. The Honorable Court has said that ED was able to place enough material, which includes statements of approvers, and has also stated that the statement of approver is good law, has withstood hundreds of years, and that it was given in front of the court and therefore it cannot be doubted. And also of Aam Aadmi Party's own candidates, saying that Kejriwal was given money for Goa election. So this is a very, very serious charge that has been stated by the Honorable Court. The second important aspect is that the court has stated categorically that the petitioner has been arrested in a money laundering case. And the court has to examine his arrest and remand as per law, irrespective of timing. So what is important here is the money laundering case, which is not really the case when it came to Sanjay Singh, because the court stated it is not a case of Prevention of Corruption Act, etc., etc., etc. So therefore, in this case, the finding against Mr. Kejriwal is very, very serious. And therefore, this finding itself and this dismissal is not about politics, what Mr. Kejriwal and his counsels were trying to make out. And Priyanka is a very erudite lawyer. She's spoken a lot without coming to the point at all. And it is about accountability and rule of law in this particular case.
Priyanka, because you want to respond to that?
After the court says that...
Yes.
Let me just finish what I was saying.
But it seems that he is not...
Yes.
Yeah, Kapil, let Priyanka respond. That's it. Yeah, you made a couple of points that she can respond to. Yes, Priyanka.
Of course.
I will simply say this, Kapil, that possibly you have to go through the order of the same bench before the same Honorable High Court, and then you could possibly say whether there were any specific findings quoted in that order or not. I can read the operative part, which says when this very bench dismissed our bail plea in Sanjay Singh's case. The findings were, there are specific statements, the word you just used, Kapil. There are specific statements that 2 crore was paid to Sanjay Singh ji at his official residence. This specific statement सिरे से खारिज कर दी सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने और कहा ईडी को कि अगर आप बेल पर आपत्ति करेंगे तो मैं लिख दूंगा 45 के अंदर, कपिल लेट मी कंप्लीट, लिख देंगे कि 45 के अंदर कोई क्राइम नहीं हुआ और आपका पूरा केस ढह जाएगा. This is what happened. Specifically in Manish Sisodia's case, it was said that this case won't last for 2 minutes in trial court.
Of course.
Yeah. Let Kapil respond to that. She's taken the example of what the Supreme Court said after the High Court ruling on Sanjay Singh. Let him answer that.
Give specific findings. You and I both know Kapil what they did to the PMLA law in 2018.
So she says that the High Court specifics on Sanjay Singh were discarded by the Supreme Court. Yes, Kapil. Coming to you, Harish, after that.
I am on 2 very limited points. One, the Honorable Supreme Court, while granting bail, the observation to that effect was that it is not a case of Prevention of Corruption Act. Secondly, what Priyanka is saying was an oral observation of the court and does not benefit her or Mr. Kejriwal or any other party because
it's in the order.
So whatever the... No, I'm sorry. Whatever the... It is not a... No, it is not in the order.
I get it. I misunderstood. Got it. I was quoting from the High Court order. I get it. Stand corrected.
I follow.
Yes.
I'm with you. So therefore, the Honorable Supreme Court has not granted any protection where you actually seek parity of what was orally observed by the Honorable Supreme Court.
Yeah.
So therefore...
So ED was practically threatened, don't object or I will write it. That is why they were called at
you and I know
you will have to concede that. You will have to agree what they did to 2018 PMLA.
You and I have been on opposite side as well. A lot goes in the court, but what is not written down, what is not inked has no meaning after we come out of the court. So whatever the Honorable Supreme Court may have stated, if it is not inked, it has absolutely no binding value, no value at all. So therefore, whatever the court might have said, you can't go to the court and say, but on
That
the
is why
tape,
the PMLA comes into. That is why PMLA is called draconian, right?
So you
You will have to
either you do
agree with me
something and
there.
you do it against everybody.
2018, the
Mr.
amendments they
Kejriwal
made
is not a
when they
special
revived
person,
Section
no?
45. Is that under challenge or not? Why was that
But it
done?
wasn't against Mr. Kejriwal. You see, a good law or a bad law is against everyone. You can't just say just because today it is effective, Mr. Kejriwal, it is bad law. You could have raised
Good policy or bad policy does not say that there was any money trail. There's no money trail.
Okay, but the
Then in the charge sheet of Sister Sisodia, the same allegations were made against Mr. Kejriwal. It could have been challenged, and it was not challenged. And 9 opportunities were given. Mr. Kejriwal did not, actually go join investigation or say
He
anything
responded
pertaining
to
to his
each
innocence.
summon. We knew the intention was only to arrest,
Let me
not investigate.
let me bring Harish
How
in.
long do they want to keep
Okay,
it
two
without
lawyers,
an FIR?
two lawyers can go back and forth endlessly, and it's fascinating. And I think it's also very illuminating to see Priyanka and Kapil, who are clearly friends, offline.